You try to be a smart consumer. You compare prices and check the reviews before you buy things. You read the directions and follow them when you get a new product. Despite all that, things will go wrong. Maybe your new smartphone doesn't work properly, or those no-shrink jeans got 2 sizes smaller when you wash them, or you found a charge for something you didn't order. Stuff happens, and when it does, you need to speak up about it. I'm Herb Weisbaum, and this is the Consumerman Show.
The Consumerman Show is brought to you by the good folks at Credit.com. Credit.com, a place to comparison shop for credit cards and get your credit score absolutely free every 30 days. Plus expert advice on a variety of financial topics. Now, here's America's consumer expert and the national quizmaster for life smarts, the Consumerman Herb Weisbaum.
Things don't always go the way we expect. When a product or service doesn't live up to its claim, when a company doesn't treat you fairly, when you have a less than satisfactory customer service experience, you need to complain. Don't sit there getting upset about what happened. Contact the company and let them know about it. Ruth Susswine is with the group Consumer Action, and she's an expert on how to complain successfully.
It's important to complain when we've got a problem that needs resolving. You know, we can help ourselves and we can help others, because sometimes alerting a company to a problem can make a company change the way they're doing business or change some practice, and it can help not just you, but lots of other consumers.
Is there a right way to complain? Should it be in writing or the phone or email, or what's the best way to approach this?
You can complain by any of those ways. You can email, you can write, you can call. But I always think that putting it in writing is going to benefit you, because it's going to provide you with the proof that you are able to show that you've got a problem and spelled out exactly what the problem is and exactly what you expect to do about it. So I think the first place to start is really to think about, what is your complaint? Do I have a valid complaint? Is it worth my time and effort to fight this fight? And if it is, then go ahead and contact the company. Complain to the source. But be sure you are talking to someone who is authorized to make changes, someone who can actually help you. But before you get started, gather the information you need to make your complaint. Make sure you have any proof, any documents that pertain to the problem. If you've got a receipt or a warranty, make sure anything that relates to the problem, you've got the information in front of you.
And while it's easy to put things off, you really don't want to wait too long to do this.
Complain in a timely manner. It may be that you have the right to dispute a charge, but there's a time limit on that. Take a credit card, for instance. If you have a billing error or a billing dispute and you're using a credit card, you can take that up with your credit card issuer if you report the problem in writing within 60 days. So sometimes there's a time limit related to your complaint.
You know, I get a lot of complaint letters from people, and it's amazing to me that some people never tell the company what they're looking for. Do you want a refund? Are you looking for a new product? Are you looking for someone to apologize for something they did? You got to tell them what you're looking for when you write the complaint letter.
Exactly. You must tell them what you want, because people want different things. Someone is looking for a replacement to the defective product. And as you said, someone else just wants an apology from the company. So you need to spell it out for people. Know what you want, and then tell the company what you expect them to do to resolve the problem. Let them know, I want a refund. I want a correction to my record. Or maybe you're ready to compromise. But whatever the situation is, let the company know what it is you're after. Then you need to be persistent, patient, and calm and firm and in control. So let the company know what you want and be persistent so that you can achieve it.
And you have to be reasonable about what you want. If you find a dirty towel in a gym locker at the gym you go to, you're not going to expect to have a free year's membership. I mean, some people ask for ridiculous things.
That's right. You need to be reasonable in what you're asking for. Think about, is this a valid complaint? Have I been mistreated by the company, and do I want an apology? Has the company made claims that misrepresent their product or service? Is the product defective? What is the problem exactly? State it clearly to the company and let them know what the resolution ought to be.
And you've got to be polite. If you start your letter out saying, I hate your company and I'm never going to shop there again, and oh, by the way, I want a complete refund, what are the odds are going to respond to you? You need to keep the tone civil.
When you're contacting the company, you want to remember that you want the person who you're dealing with to help you. And they're in a much better position to help you when they're dealing with a calm, polite person.
So, hi, I always shop at your store. I had this bad experience. I can't believe this happened. Here's what I'd like you to do to make me happy customer.
Exactly. And then keep notes about everything that went on in the conversation or in your communication with the company. Keep notes as to the time, the date, who you spoke to, what they assured you they would do or not do. And if you are sending information to the company, keep a copy of anything you have sent, an email, a letter. If you're providing some sort of proof that you paid a different price for an item and the bill is wrong, you've been charged the wrong amount, for instance, show whatever proof you have, but don't send originals, send copies. You keep the original for yourself. And if you're mailing some sort of proof in or you're returning an item by mail, be sure to get either return receipt requested or send it by certified mail. So you've got a record, proof of what you've done.
Fast fact, door-to-door sales can be high pressure. That's why you have 3 days to cancel a purchase of $25 or more made in your home. It's called the cooling off rule, and it's a federal regulation. Even so, you've got to be on your guard. Once that salesperson leaves your house, you may not be able to find them, even if you have a receipt with the company name and contact information.
Remember, complaining doesn't mean making a scene or getting angry or being snarky on social media. It means knowing what you want and how to get the company to respond in a way that will make you happy. If your first attempt isn't successful, try talking to someone higher up in the company, contact a store manager, or write the corporate office. If that doesn't work, you may need to escalate. The Better Business Bureau might be able to help, or file a complaint with a government agency like the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau or your state's Consumer Protection or Attorney General's office. You might even want to contact the consumer reporter at a local newspaper or TV station. The bottom line, you may not always be successful, but you can't possibly get satisfaction if you don't try. Well, that's this edition of the Consumer Man Show. Thanks for listening. I hope you'll share this with your friends. You can find me, Herb Weisbaum, online 24/7 at my website, consumerman.com. And don't forget to join the competition and use the free study resources at lifesmarts.org.
The Consumerman Show is brought to you by the good folks at Credit.com, a place to comparison shop for credit cards and get your credit score absolutely free every 30 days, plus expert advice on a variety of financial topics. This is LifeSmarts.org. LifeSmarts.org, a service of the National Consumers League. LifeSmarts. Learn it, live it.